I've got Geoff back. We're going to look at the role of the line-out lifter and how we can help the jumper on the ground.
Thanks, Damo. So it's really important when you're lifting in line-outs to move quickly into the jumping position and let the jumper know, if you're lifting them, that you're there to support them, so he can stop himself and go straight up with confidence. And a way to do that is through touch when they're moving backwards.
Okay, so if you're the lifter,
if I'm the lifter and we're playing that way, I'd want my hand just on the small of your back, and as you take a step back, I feel you coming and I take a step back. One more, feet together, and then I put my hands underneath your shorts, just in the fold of your butt, and I use that to drive you up safely and bring you down nice and secure, and you deal with the ball and I deal with the heat coming from the other team, and that's the deal.
So slight hand on for feel.
It's a slight hand on for feel, because you got to look out for other people, the ball coming in, the time in there. You got to look out for people interfering, and then as you get your feet together in and you step forward and drive up with your hands just under the full fold of the butt cheeks.
So easy word for that, thumbs to
bum.
Thumbs to bum, so that look at that shape. It's almost got the same shape of a buttock.
Yeah, you can get all that strength and drive it straight up, and that's safer and more secure if he has to reach for the ball or someone on the other team tries to mess about with them in the air.
What would you say about the front lifter?
So the front lifter's got an important role, because the front lifter is there to protect the jumper going up from people in front of him, and he's also there to stabilize and help drive the lifter up from the top. If you've got a really good, really strong front lifter, he can actually grab the front of the thighs and throw the person up into the air. I don't think at minis level that's something we'd expect, but in time we can progress towards that, maybe by practicing gripping the thighs from the side to get some stability, and lifting and shrugging straight up and then bringing down. I understand that's something that you're coaching, and I can see a value in that and progressing through the different stages.
I like that, because what we're talking about here is if you're watching Glasgow Warriors or GHA or Scottish Rugby Union Premier teams, they've got the tape around there and they're all lifting from the front. What I'm finding with the Little Easers or our midi teams is that they struggle to grip at the front, so we get them to clamp.
Yeah.
A little easy clamp, shoulder shrug, because they're the guide, power comes from behind, and then we bring them back down. I've actually got a little one there for you, Geoff. You're down for trying something out, mate?
We can try something
else.
All right,
then. So we're going to start this on the ground, Geoff, if you can for me, my friend. Just checking above me that I don't get my head smacked. So what we're going to do is little pterodactyl arms, elbows in a little bit tighter, please, my friend. Nice strong back, just leaning back on his feet. So I'm the jumper. I'm going to come into this space here. He's going to clamp on, so that outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load myself up. As I jump, just shoulder shrug and then back down onto position. Ready? Beautiful. This time, Geoff, what we're going to do is I'm going to see if you can do it. Timing, when I jump, you clamp me. So he's not going to clamp me as we get good at this. So hands off. Nice. All right, so as I jumped, he clamped me back down. All right, my friend.
Thanks.
So we didn't have to go outside and do this, team. Again, it's just a little primer we could do to warm up. As we build up through the midi grades, so under 15, under 16, they start to learn how to lift. Again, don't just chuck them straight out into lifting. A good one from our front lifters, just to get him set up on his knees, take away his power from his legs. So it's really just getting that clamp, shoulder shrug down. Geoff talked about the power from behind, coming from behind. Thumbs to bum was our key words. What would you say is important for our feet, Geoff, once we sort of catch them?
So when you're catching someone, you want your feet driven forward a couple of steps towards the other lifter, so you don't just lift up as they come up, you come in a wee bit, and that actually makes the lift more stable and higher. And that helps the lift improve, and then as you come down, you're in a close position to protect him during any contact event that happens afterwards, like a maul in a line out.
Nice. So if Geoff was next to me, Geoff, if we're facing this way, all right, a good one for, again, midi teams as we come up. If we get set like we're going to lift, Geoff, and if we come together, what does that look like? So we catch the player.
So that looks like this, and our hands are actually that close, and if we're real close, we might even come almost nose to nose, and that's how close we want to be lifting. As they come down, you can stay that close, and if we're playing this way, we put our hand over the top and get our hip nice and close to the guy that we've just lifted and stay tight there to protect him. A riskier thing to do that wouldn't be as good is to be far away here and then stay far away, and there's all this space for trouble to come in and bring heat to our teammates with the ball. I like about staying tight.
Staying tight. I think the key thing, what you also mentioned, if we're back like this,
Yeah.
and that's the name for A-frame,
Yeah.
it's weak, but if we can actually chase our feet,
You're more stable like that.
So a couple of key points there from Geoff Cross, ex-Scottish international, done plenty of this in his time. All right, so take away those key points, team, and give it a go.